Hey guys, what's poppin'? Jacques Slade here, back with another unboxing, and today I've got something very special for you guys. As most of you know, if you've been following on Twitter or following on Instagram over the weekend, that a very unique shoe made its way to the public eye, and that is the LeBron 15. Well, I actually happen to have my hands on a pair of the shoes, and of course, as always, I want to be able to share that experience with you guys. So without further ado, no big boxes to open, no big packages, nothing but just the raw, the real, just the shoe, nothing else. So let's talk about it. Let's get down to the details, talk about some of the specifics, and then after this video, I'm gonna do another video for guys giving you my first impressions of actually having a chance to play in the shoes. I was in LA and we actually got a chance to play in these, but I'll talk about all that a little bit later. But for right now, let's focus on the shoes. So without further ado, let's jump right into the box. And as you can see, Nike is doing sort of a beveled look for the box. I'm not sure what this says on the front. If you guys know what that says, you can tell me. But I do know that right here, it says LeBron James, and maybe this says, I don't know what that says. And then it has the Nike swoosh here, obviously just the regular front of the box there, the King logo there, and then this is the information about the size. So this is LeBron XV, so they are going with the XV numbers. They're not going with 1.5 for 15, they're going with XV for 15. So you have that to put in as a feather in your cap. So let's go ahead and take a look inside the box. And here we see just a straight black box, black on top, nothing special there, just the regular white paper. And here we go. So this is the ash colorway of the LeBron 15, and I'll tell you the story behind the ash colorway here in just a moment. So let's get both of these out of here. So this isn't exactly a brand new pair. This was one of the wear test pairs that I actually got to play in. So they got a little bit of damage to them, but I definitely wanted to give you guys a fresh look at them. So first, let's start with, I would say, is the elephant in the room. And that's the fact that there is no Nike swoosh on the side panels of the shoe. As most of you guys know, every shoe pretty much that Nike puts out, there's a giant swoosh here or some version of a swoosh on the side panel. But from what I understand and from talking to people over at Nike Basketball, that people, consumers, people like you and I, aren't necessarily looking to have a shoe with a big brand on it. We don't necessarily care about branding. You just want the shoe to look good for one, and we want it to do what it's supposed to do in this case, which is perform. So there's no Nike swoosh on the side panels, the medial or the lateral side of the shoe. Where you will see the swoosh is right here on the heel. Now, I actually had a chance to talk to Kevin Dotson, who is the vice president of Nike Basketball. And basically what he was telling me, he was like, actually just stay put because there's some stuff coming down the line for the LeBron 15 line that you're really going to be excited about. And he said he has some different variations of the swoosh. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing those. So let's get into more of the details here. Now, one thing that you will definitely notice up front is, and you probably can't really see it with this ash colorway, is that the knit or Flynet, or what they're calling Flynet Battle, is structured along this edge here to look like the LeBron 1. So if you've ever seen the LeBron 1 or you know what the LeBron 1 looks like, you can really see it on the Ghost colorway a lot better. Shout out to Jason Petrie, who's actually the designer of the LeBron 15. He added his own little touch there, so shout out to him there. So Battle Knit, Flynet, what is that and what does that mean? Basically, it's a stronger, more durable version of Flynet.
You have an evolved Flynet that we call Flynet Battle. And essentially what that is, you know, as we've continued to learn, what we were always after was, hey, how do you provide a knit surface that fits great, gives you all those benefits that people like about Flynet product, right? Lightweight, pretty breathable, fits great, comfortable, also gives you the support you need if you're an explosive athlete. So the team started working on how do we knit some structure that gave support within it, but it starts to build and grow in key areas. And the best part about knit also is too, it's not like traditional shoes, right? You don't cut it and sew it or fuse it together. With this, it's all really one piece that's knitted and programmed together. So we were able to precisely put the knit structure where you need it, give elements of stretch, elements of durability that you need, and we're really excited. The feedback's been really good. LeBron himself has been out testing that product, and it's starting to prove to be a real success, that we've given the consumer something that they can get up and down and go side to side and hard, get all those benefits of Flynet, but now they have that support built in without having to add structures on top of it. So we're really excited about that.
They've made it stronger as far as when it comes to being abrasive. Most of you guys that play basketball like myself, when you play, you probably drag your toe, or you know, when you're going up for a layup, you'll drag your toe or something like that, or when you're battling down low and you're rubbing up against another shoe. This is some added thickness here and here, basically to help prevent that. That's why they've thickened up the Flynet material. And then they did the same thing here. You can actually feel it. It's almost tougher and rougher than the rest of the Flynet that's on the shoe. And you can see where they doubled it up here again at the toe, and then on the side panel, and then it's around the heel as well. There's a heel cup here. This piece, this EVA piece right here, kind of supports it, but if you actually reach inside the shoe, you can really feel it there. There's some padding on the inside as well that gives you right around the heel. For people that play basketball or that are into basketball shoes, you know that the support doesn't necessarily come from this ankle section. It comes from the heel cup. That's what keeps your foot stable. So they have a pretty strong heel cup here that'll keep you locked in. Now, for the cushioning, Nike went with Zoom Max Air, or Max Air Zoom is what it's actually called. And what that is, it's a mixture of Air Max and of Zoom. So Zoom is a different version of Air Max. Basically what it is they have these small fibers that connect the bottom of the shoe, of the air pad I should say, with the top of the air pad. And what that does is it allows them to remove the dimples that are in an air pad. So if you look at an Air Max unit, there's these little dimples or like pillars that are inside of it. And what those do is they make the surface a little bit uneven. So with Zoom Air, it allows you to remove some of those pillars, but you still get the same responsiveness from the Air unit. And so that's what they did here. They used Max Air. There's one here in the heel, there's one at the forefoot, and then there's one obviously in the middle too. And what they're doing is they're calling it an articulated zoom. And what that is, so it allows the shoe to bend, which is a lot better than the previous LeBron generations that didn't have this sort of flexibility in the outsole. They were more, I would say they were more sturdy, and they were less flexible, basically, to make it simpler to say. Other details that jump right out at me when I think about these shoes is the outsole. So they have these like triangular traction pods. So this traction felt really great on the court. We played in these at USC, and the traction really felt great. And it's also a little bit of storytelling, as I imagine. It kind of reflects what you see with the battle knit here on the upper, where it's almost like triangular, and the same thing as happens here. It's almost like a 3D depth sort of map, like some topography of a 3D depth. So you can see that there as well. Details wise, for this pair, they have the LeBron logo there. They have the 15 here at the top, and then on the rear, it has LeBron James as well. And then on the inside, you can see they have this little flame logo. There's a flame logo on both of them, and this one is being called the Ash colorway. And when I was talking to Kevin, asking, I was like, what's the significance of Ash? I know obviously the color is black and white, and Ash is obviously black and white, but then there's also that flame on the inside. He said it harkens back to when LeBron left Cleveland and they started burning his jersey, and they burned his jersey obviously to ashes, but then he was able to come back, and it's sort of like a phoenix rising up from the ashes. And so that's the story behind this ashes colorway. It represents the things that happened when LeBron left, but then it also tells the story of LeBron's return as a phoenix and bringing the championship back to Cleveland, which is obviously a very, very big deal. Now, things that are a little bit peculiar to me when it comes to the shoe are this heel tab. I'm not so sure I'm a big fan of the way that this is shaped, how it's in 3 different pieces here. That just kind of looks weird to me personally. It's nothing bad, and it doesn't affect the way the shoe plays or anything like that, but it's just a different look on the shoe, and I wasn't really expecting that, so that feels a little weird to me. But otherwise, I think everything else is pretty cool with the exception of the Nike swoosh. The Nike swoosh just looks weird. I would rather have seen it as a part of the heel tab, or maybe on this tongue pull or something like that, and just let the shoe live as it is. I think it's a very brave decision on the people at Nike's part to really just let the shoe live as it is and not put a Nike swoosh and let the design really speak for itself. I think that is a statement all by itself. And then the stuff that they're doing with Kith, and from what I understand, they're doing a lot of different things that's going to happen with the LeBron 15. So I think it's going to be pretty exciting what they do here. One last performance piece is the ankle. Now, I know a lot of people play basketball, they're always worried about the ankle or getting their foot into the shoe. There's been a couple of shoes from Nike basketball where we've had some difficulty getting our feet inside the shoes. It's not a secret or anything like that, but what they've done with this one is the Flynet, as it carries up to the ankle, it's actually a lot more elastic. So you can slide your foot right inside here without any problems. I didn't have any problems getting my feet in here. It was perfectly fine. They have fly wire here, just like they usually do, to help keep you locked in. And this time it's for the laces to keep you locked in. And I like they use these thick rope laces. Gives you a very, very secure fit. So anyway, that's just a brief overview of what you get with the LeBron 15. Again, I think this shoe is a statement shoe for the LeBron line. Over the last couple of years, the LeBron line hasn't exactly won people over, and this one is so different. It's so not what we're used to when it comes to Nike basketball and the type of basketball shoes that they're putting out. And from my little experience playing in it, I really think people are really going to enjoy playing in this shoe. It is definitely different than what you expect. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. This is the LeBron 15. Stay tuned because I have another video giving you guys a full review of the shoe, of my time playing in the LeBron 15, and I think you're going to be excited and learn a little bit more about the shoe. With that being said, I'm Jacques Slade. As always, I appreciate you, and leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about the LeBron 15. These are $185, and they will be releasing in October. I'll get an exact date and put that down in the description below for you guys. All right, hope you enjoy, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.